We are Two Guys Playing Zelda, and you can follow us on Twitter at Two Guys Play Zelda or email us at twoguysPlayingZelda@gmail.com.
This is part 9 of our video walkthrough for the original Legend of Zelda. In this walkthrough, we're going to be beating the 7th dungeon, the Demon. And as you saw right there, we just walked out of the 6th dungeon. We're pretty much done doing things in the overworld.
Yeah, we have nothing left to do. Actually, from now on, it's just dungeon to dungeon to dungeon. So.
Which is nice. It's a nice change.
Yes, it kind of is. I had to go around and collect all the items and everything.
Yep, saves you some time in the overworld, and unless you're like hurting for rupees or need potions, things like that.
And actually, the walk to the 6th dungeon is not very far.
No, not at all.
Which is nice, because we've been walking around all Hyrule, getting these last items in the last couple of walkthroughs.
Oh my goodness, yeah. We killed a lot of time on those last few walkthroughs.
And on the Lost Woods right here, there's no particular way to go out. Just go right, and you'll be out of there.
You won't be trapped in there like you could have been earlier. But yeah, we're just gonna, all we're doing here is just making our way to the 7th dungeon.
We'll go to that fairy fountain where we use the whistle right here.
Yep.
Get in, kind of, which, whew.
The empty fairy fountain, or the whistle empties it, I guess I should say.
If I would have played, like, we play most games without a walkthrough, but if I would have done this one without a walkthrough, I don't know if I would have ever figured this part out right there.
Definitely not. And once you drain that fairy fountain, you walk into the entrance to dungeon number 7, the Demon. I thought compared to some of the other...
It's a lot easier.
Yeah, especially compared to 8th, of course.
Yes.
Even the 5th and 6th.
Well, the 5th and 6th were definitely tough. Well, the 5th, you had the Dark Nuts.
Yes.
That came into play. And I think the 6th one, you had the Whiz Ropes.
Yes,
right?
That is right, that is right.
And this one, yeah, it's kind of a little, like a breather, I guess you could say,
really is,
in terms of dungeons.
Kind of goes back to how you felt the first 4 dungeons.
Yeah, when they set you up.
Yeah. Man, once you hit that 5th dungeon, it's trouble.
Oh, yeah.
But obviously you do have these boomerang guys, which can be a pain, but your shield deflects everything. If you've got full hearts, you can just use that projectiles. You're in great shape.
I'm not sure what hint he gives us right here.
In the tip of the nose.
I have no idea what that means.
Could not tell you. Although, once we get the map, you'll see, I believe this dungeon... No, that may be in the last one. Has a bit of the shape of a head. Maybe, I couldn't tell you.
I don't remember either.
Yeah.
And we're really starting getting, like, we've been facing a couple mini bosses, but I think this is the first dungeon where we, like, face maybe
several.
Multiple? Yeah, several. Yeah. I want to say, yeah. We probably had more than 1 or 2 in the last couple, but you really feel like you face a lot of mini bosses in this one.
And that was one you could skip right there, as you saw. We just ran through. I know there's that same enemy whose name I've forgotten right now.
Digdogger, yes.
But later on, you'll play your flute.
I think we might go through him 3 or 4 times.
It may be the same one a couple times, yeah. I know at some point you have to beat him, and you play your flute, and instead of shrinking, he shrinks, but also splits into 3 parts. At some point. Or at least he did when I played through.
I remember that one. I'm sure we'll remember when it hits us.
Yeah, that we will. If we even had to kill him. I may have just been an idiot and fought him for no reason.
No, I know what you're talking about now. I think we might have had to kill him.
At some point. Oh, stupid keys.
And we get to the parts in the dungeons where if you don't have to kill him, well, actually, no, it's not the case. Sometimes it's better to kill him because you might actually take less damage.
Yep, just get him out of the way.
Yeah.
Just get him out of the way.
But we get to the part like where you just don't have to kill all the enemies. Sometimes it's just easier just to walk through the whole thing.
And at this point in the game, you definitely want to make sure you still have your magic shield. We found that out the hard way.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I lost it. I lost it for this dungeon. That's correct.
Between this and Dungeon 8, there's a lot of projectile enemies.
Well, there's not a lot of fireballs. Well, there's some right there, I guess. But there's not a lot, though.
Yeah.
Really, Dungeon 8's where, trust me, I learned the hard way, is where you want to make sure if you lost a magical shield somewhere in this game, go get it for the 8th dungeon.
Yep, you want to go buy a new one for sure before that 8th dungeon. It's handy here as well. And here's another great point where if you haven't got the bomb upgrades, you could be in trouble.
You should, yeah. Do not go past the dungeon without the bomb upgrade.
Yeah.
We start bombing more walls, too.
Yep.
In the last 2 or 3 dungeons.
And right here, we're going to buy another bomb upgrade, actually.
Get 16, yeah. Which is the last bomb upgrade,
as far as I know.
Pretty sure.
As far as I know. No, yeah, I think 16 is the max.
Yeah.
Actually, we may never actually have to kill those Dodongos there, so maybe...
No, I don't think you do.
Yeah,
more actually, I think the only time to kill the Dongos, I think it might have been the last dungeon. I think the only time... I think we only had to kill them once, actually.
Yeah, and of course when they were actually the final boss of one of the dungeons.
It was either Dungeon 5 or 6, which was one of the last dungeons we played.
Yeah. It's nice to be able to just dodge those mini-bosses, though, and not even worry about killing them.
Oh, definitely. It's nice to dodge any enemies in this game, really, to be honest with you. But you can never dodge the blue Dark Nuts. You always got to kill them.
Ugh, that's so annoying.
I think the only reason this dungeon's easier is there's not blue Dark Nuts in it.
There really aren't, because we encountered them in the 5th and in the 8th for sure. I don't remember the 6th for sure.
No, we had the Whiz Robes in 6, which a lot of people hate that enemy, but I don't think it's that hard. To be honest with you, if you don't stay in front of them, they never hit you. So
and the only time they get bad is when there's a lot of them.
Yeah,
But then they're easy to kill though.
Well, the orange ones are pretty easy. Like they don't,
Yeah.
I guess, warp or whatever you want to call it to different areas.
The
of
blue ones are
rooms. Yeah, the blue ones kind of just like float, warp, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Man, how did the keys get me so good right there? My lord, I hate those bubbles.
The bubbles.
Yeah,
they'll get you every time.
well, one, they take your sword, but they knock you back and stuff too.
They do.
They'll knock you into enemies.
Thank God they don't hurt your health. I mean, that
is true. That is true.
That's the only thing they have going for.
There's some rooms with those things that, man, look at them.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just best just to let them hit you, and
yeah,
because they don't hurt, just let them hit you
they
and
don't
get
hurt.
out of the way.
I think.
Do we kill this one?
We're gonna find out. Well,
I
yeah,
think
you're
you're
using the whistle. You know what? Nope, we don't.
Actually, maybe not.
Getting
Maybe
bombs. Yeah, I definitely could use the magical shield right there.
Yeah.
So maybe you do want to get it for this one. This is kind of an easy enemy right here. So.
Oh, these guys, yeah. I mean, he's very similar to what you'll encounter in like Link to the Past and things like that.
Mhm.
But much
Baldorm.
easier.
Ooh, fairy. Man, you always get lucky to get
Nice.
fairy around these stages.
Yeah, much easier in this game than he was in A Link to the Past when he knocked you off that platform.
Yes. So, ooh, man, yeah, get the. If you lose the magical shield, don't be like me and go without one.
Yeah.
Just go buy another one.
Those fireballs do just start adding up, and it only gets worse.
And you'll be surprised how much the magical shield actually blocks those.
It does. It works fantastically. You just gotta make sure you're facing the right direction.
And this is where you had to have the bait right here.
And this is something I read that a lot of people got to this guy and had no clue
Yeah,
what to
no
do.
clue what to do.
All he says is grumble, grumble. What does that tell you? Nothing.
Well, you're always wondering, what's the bait even there for the whole game, really? It just seems like a worthless item, and that's the only part that you really use it for, but you have to have it to get past that part.
Yep. It does seem kind of stupid.
Oh, it's real stupid.
Yeah, but there are a ton of things in this game though that you would just never even think of if it wasn't for guides and things like that. I mean, heck, just entering the 8th dungeon, entering Spectacle Rock later on.
But the Link to the Past also had things like that where you could get stuck for a long time.
Yes, it did.
Really, any Zelda games like that. Because we've gotten stuck numerous times in numerous places.
In many Zelda games. Oh, especially getting through some of those 3D dungeons later on. Ugh.
I do like this dungeon color, though, because remember the last couple dungeons have been just...
Oh, with that
yucky, man.
Yeah, with that like mustard yellow a little bit ago.
Yeah.
I like this green.
It's nasty.
Yeah, I like this green. It's a nice. It's less of an eyesore than.
Apparently, you don't push that block right there, because I thought you did.
You thought about it.
Yeah. Oh no, I did. I tried to. It didn't move.
Oh, more fireballs, more boomerang enemies. Once again, the shield.
But just some, the shield, definitely would have helped out right here. But I didn't notice I didn't have it.
Yeah.
Until after this dungeon.
They keep giving you fairies though, so.
Yeah, that is nice. So this is an easier dungeon. The enemies aren't that hard.
They really aren't. You never feel overwhelmed in this dungeon.
Well, you throw out Dark Nuts and Wiz Robes.
Yeah.
And there's really no other hard enemies in this whole game.
And the game's a cakewalk after that.
So, it was nice having this dungeon, though.
Oh, yeah.
And I went kind of bomb crazy right here, as you can see, because I was just trying to... Well, I didn't have to kill them, and so I was trying to dodge them, and this is a point where just go ahead and kill them.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier to get them out of the way.
I agree 100% there. And there are a ton of them in this dungeon, though.
Yeah, but they're easy enemies, so...
Yeah. Even your regular shield, as you've seen here, blocks their boomerang.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, just don't be stupid about it. Take your time, and you should be good.
Oh,
just go bomb crazy like we did in the last
Yes. Well, I was trying to get one in the middle. I just kept on getting hit. I was getting pushed back, and so...
Yeah.
And you can actually use your magic wand on these enemies, your candle.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well, actually, we only have the blue candle. We'll be getting the red candle later on in this dungeon.
Yep. I always forgot about
there's magic wand right there. I finally decided to use it.
I always forgot about magic wand. It was something that I was over.
I never really used it that much, really.
Me neither. Well, I just remember in the dungeon you got it, it wouldn't hurt the dark wizard or the wiz robes. So there was like
it did.
It doesn't
hurt them. Yeah, it just took more shots with it than it did with the sword, so it was kind of pointless to really use it.
That's what it was.
And you had to be right in front of them, which is when they shoot at you, so it's kind of pointless, really.
That's right. But here we get the red candle. Or the upgraded magic candle, whatever.
Yeah, the red candle.
And you can use that as many times as you
want
in each room instead of just the once per room.
With the blue candle,
Which is kind of handy. I mean, it's
but there's not really much use with it.
There really is.
In these layered dungeons, there's really not much use with really any items. Because in the next dungeon, we'll get the magic wand upgrade.
That's right.
Which makes the red candle pretty much pointless.
Yeah, pretty obsolete. Yep.
Basically, the only thing we need the red candle for is to get into the next dungeon.
That's right, yeah.
Which the blue candle would have did that anyway, so...
Oh, once again, we're here with Dig Dogger. I think we just have to fight him this time.
This might be your where he breaks into 3 right here. We're about ready to find out.
Yeah. And you just gotta make sure you just want to kill him quick because
Oh yeah, get them
goes
quickly
fast.
because they do speed up.
Yeah, because there you go. I mean, 2 dead right there.
And then you got those stupid fireballs, and they're tough if you know that magical shield.
They do damage. They do a lot of damage.
I can't believe I didn't notice I lost the magical shield.
I know, because you're taking a beating.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, this dungeon's easy.
Yeah.
I knew it in 8 because I got my butt kicked a couple times.
Yeah. Now I wonder if you kind of look at our map once you're back here on our main screen, it looks like the side view of a face. And I wonder if that tip of his nose in the very top right is the secret.
Where he's saying the Triforce pieces. That could be. Yeah, it could be right.
Yeah.
But why would he give us a clue if
we're going there anyway?
Yeah, if we're going there anyways, yeah.
I don't know.
No, we got the clue. What I was trying to say is, why would he give us that clue if the compass shows us where that's at anyway?
Unless he means even further to the top right. I don't know if there's a way to get up there, if we've already been up there or not, though. Like, because there's a few rooms to the top right of the Triforce. But
who knows?
I don't know. It's not that important, I guess.
Don't get caught by those hands, by the way.
Ugh.
You go all the way back to the beginning of the dungeon.
And that's just a pain in the
Man,
neck.
Seals, I got lucky right here. How I did not get caught right there, I don't know.
I wonder if it's because you were still blinking from
I
getting
think
hit
it
by
was.
the,
I think it was.
One of the few times getting hit by a bubble helped you.
Well, the problem with this room is you don't know when you can use your sword. So those things are right there, and as you can see, you only really have a couple directions to go. Man, the things are everywhere.
Yeah, they are. And there's those narrow hallways you can't do anything about.
Yeah.
And I do believe you have to kill all the hands.
All those, yes. Yeah.
Wall masters, whatever they're
Wall masters, I think, yeah.
before you can push that block in advance. So.
And wall masters come in almost every Zelda game, really.
Yeah, they do.
Throughout the entire series.
And they're annoying in every one.
Yes, yes. And every time they take you back to the beginning of the dungeon.
Yep, there's just no avoiding it.
And we'll be getting close to the boss right here soon, which is Aqua Mentis, or Aqua... Something along those lines.
I believe he's this very next room.
Yeah, he is. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, simple.
This is an easy boss. Easy boss.
I do a lot better. Ooh, okay, that was definitely an easy boss.
Very reminiscent of the very first dungeon.
I'm glad they make the bosses easy, but like...
That was too easy.
Yeah, that was too easy, though. I mean...
Hey, you know what, though? Compared to about what we're going to face soon, that's a blessing. And speaking of what we're going to face soon, that completes this part of our walkthrough.